Hi, kindergarten. It's Mrs. Irwin, and today I have my son with me.
Hi.
We are going to make some paper plate mazes. So you'll need a paper plate for everybody who's going to make one, and then you can use whatever you want. We have some straws. Yep. We have some paper. So that's what we're going to use. We're going to use some straws and some paper. You can use anything else you have. Maybe you have spaghetti or noodles you can use. Or maybe you want to use crayons and markers to draw your maze on. You can do lots of different things. So at the end, you're going to need something to roll through your maze. So you can find any kind of small ball type thing that you have. So we have some marbles, or you could also use a bead to roll through, okay? Or anything else you have that's small and round. So yours does not have to look like ours, and you can use different things even based on what you have in your house and what mom and dad say is okay. So we're going to go ahead and start, and ours is even going to look different from each other. Oh, and you'll probably need some glue and scissors, okay? So you can do it however you want. So Mason's going to work on his, and I'm going to work on mine at the same time, and we'll kind of show you what we're doing. Yep. So we're both going to cut some pieces off of our straw carefully. Okay. And then we're going to use our glue to glue it on. I'm putting some glue on my straw, and then I'm going to take and hold it down. Now, if you have a bottle of glue, that might work even better for the straws, okay? But we're just using what we have around our house. So I'm going to put my straws down beside each other so that the marble can roll in between to make it kind of give it a track or a path to walk on. Okay? Then I'm going to get some of the paper. And you can use plain paper, colored paper, whatever you want. I'm going to cut a strip. I'm going to cut it about that long. Just going to cut kind of a rectangle shape, and it can be as big as you want or as skinny as you want or however you want it to be. But then I'm going to take and I'm going to bend it down on the sides. So I'm going to bend right here, and I'm going to bend it out. So it looks like this. Kind of makes that. Because I want to have a piece, I want to have a piece showing out here, and we're going to have this piece going up. So we need to bend this corner over like that, okay? So we're going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to bend the end over. And then I'm going to kind of curl it up with my fingers, just kind of bending and squeezing it around into a circle so that it makes a little lump. And it has these little legs. I'm going to put some glue on the bottom of the legs. And I'm going to stick it on like this. I'm going to push the little legs down. So see, it made like a little tunnel for it to go through. All right. So then we're going to just keep going with it and see what we can create. Cutting. So if you have noodles at home, you can use the noodles a lot like the straws to make a path or bumpers for the ball or the marble or the bead to hit against. Okay? Let's push it down. I'm going to push this one down. So I made another little path going, hopefully it'll go through here. I'll turn it through in there and then back through this path. So I'm starting to think of where I want mine to go. All right, I'm going to get a different color of paper. And this time, I think I'm going to cut some little skinny ones. There's one. And I'm going to cut another one. And this is something you can do with a brother or sister, a mom and dad, anybody you want to. They can all make their own. And if you don't have paper plates, you could also use, like if you have a sturdy piece of paper like cardstock, or if you have a box from like Amazon or any of those places where you go shopping, or even like an old cereal box that you're going to throw in the trash, you can cut that piece off and use that as your platform to build your maze on. So you can get creative using just whatever things you have at home. So I'm going to bend my ends out again. So I just fold it over. Then I'm going to kind of run my finger on it to try to make it stand up a little bit. So when you do this, you do want to make sure that it's going to be wide enough for the marble or your bead to go through. If you make it too small, it might get stuck. All right, so here's one of mine. And again, yours does not have to look like mine. I'm just showing you some ideas. You get to create yours however you want. My son's is going to look very different from mine, and that is an okay thing. This is all about having fun and building a cool challenge. So I'm folding again. Need some help?
Yeah, mine won't stick.
Okay, let me see.
Sticking my finger
Oh,
out.
rub your fingers on your pants. That'll work. So when you're putting it on, make sure you stick it on one side only. And where do you want it at?
I want right here, like diagonal.
Right here? Okay. So I'm going to help him get his down.
I'll do the bead.
And it's okay if you need help too. Gluing part can be a little tricky. When your fingers get sticky, rub it off or go wash your hands so that you're ready to go again. So I'm going to make my next one. I'm good. Thank you. I'm going to glue on another loop. I'm going to make this one a series of tunnels. That means I'm going to make more than one tunnel next to each other. So it has to roll through. So see how I'm putting them pretty close together? They're going to have to roll through all of the tunnels. So I'm going to add another one on there. Again, I just take the end and fold it over. Take the end and fold it over. Then I'm going to rub my finger to kind of make it go round. You can kind of wrap it around your finger and it makes it go round. Okay. So then I'm going to glue on the ends. There we go. So I have 3 tunnels in a row there that it has to go through. Then maybe I want to grab some more paper. And I'm going to cut a big rectangle off of it. Like that. And I'm going to make some cuts in it. I'm just trying something out. I don't even know if this is going to work or not. It's just a for fun, whatever you can think of to try. So I have this thing and it's all fringy, kind of like if you go to the car wash and it has the things you drive through to wash on top of your car. And I'm going to take another straw. It's okay. And I'm going to glue this on the middle of the straw. I'm going to glue my fringy thing on the middle of the straw. And then I'm going to bend my straw down. Bending my straw down.
Well, mine's going to start right here.
Okay, that'll work. And then I'm going to bend the ends out. I don't know if this is going to work. Mrs. Irwin's just trying things out.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
Do you know where the other straws are? Because I'm going to need one more straw.
Yep, up in the pantry. Up above the stove. Other side. Nope, over the stove, bud.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. I'm bending it So I'm trying to make this crazy thing. So I bent the top and then I bent the sides down. Again, I don't know. This may not work out, but that's part of science, is testing things out and trying things out. So now I'm going to put glue on the bottom little bendies. Nope, I'm good, thank you. And I'm going to squish those down. Let's see if it's going to hold. Oh, not going to hold. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to use some hot glue on here. So we'll come back to it in just a minute. Okay, so I had to go grab some tape. So if you see a little jump and it looks weird, that's why. So I got some tape. You could use, if mom and dad have hot glue, they can use that. You can use the other glue, and it'll just take a little while to dry, okay? So use whatever you have at your house. So I am going to put tape on top of the part that I bent out, and I'm going to tape that side down. There we go. Then I'm going to pull this up, and I'm going to put tape on this little part down here too.
I think I'm about done.
Cool. I almost am too, and then we can test them out. So I'm putting tape across the piece and onto the plate to help hold it down. Now I'm going to add my marble wash in there.
Can I also borrow the tape?
Yes, you may borrow the tape. There you go. So I'm going to put some tape on the top of my marble rush. So see, there's some on it and some up above. And I'm going to come and tape it across the top. Oh, it's a little too long though. So I'm going to have to trim it. Ooh, these are not very good scissors. Let me try the other ones.
Do you need help?
Nope, I got it.
Look what I'm doing.
There we go.
Finish.
So there's my marble car wash. So it can go through.
Oh, you're doing a car wash?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then you can also, if you have some markers or crowns, you could also draw parts on here. So you might want to draw things like, oh, Mason's making a flag, it looks like.
Oh, and Mom, I'm going to borrow the scissors one more time.
That's fine.
I'm going to do something sick.
All right.
I'm going to put it out a lot.
All right. So I'm going to get out a marker, and I could draw kind of a path through here. Right? So you can draw some things. Oh, I have the shiny plates, so they don't work quite as well for drawing. But you could draw things on as well.
There we go. I'm done.
All right. Mason's done. I think I'm done. So we're going to test it out. So I'm going to go first to kind of show him what we're doing too. So I'm going to use the part that I drew right here as my starting point. So let me get the camera back up a little bit.
You got this.
So I'm going to try putting this on my starting point, and I'm going to try to roll it through. Woo! And you have to go back and forth.
A triple loop.
Woo!
Oh.
I got to get through the loop.
Tilt to the yes. Tilt to the
Now
right.
I got to tilt it a little bit, but I don't want to go too far, so I have to do little movements. Oh, no, that's okay. And then through the marble wash.
You made it.
Oh, the tape stuck up. Hold on. And see, we'll find things that are wrong, and we can think of how to fix them then. Oh. Yay! So you can test it out like that. You want to try yours out with the marble, or do you want to use the bead?
This part's really close, so I have to use.
Oh, okay. So he's going to show us his.
So
Is that the starting part?
Yep.
Okay. Good job.
Oh,
I think it got stuck in some glue. In which case, just rub it.
wait, no, Mom. Now I can use marble. Now I can.
Yeah? Okay.
I just need to for the start part.
Okay. So there he goes. It's hard and tricky. You have to just keep working at it.
Oh,
woo!
it skipped it. Okay.
That's okay.
There you go.
All right. So,
Bang!
see what you have at home. Use whatever you have to make some sort of little maze. So again, if you don't have a paper plate to put it on,
Cardboard.
you could use cardboard like to grab a piece out for us?
Oh, good. Peace out.
We don't need to cut a piece. We can just show them. So, like, we have a box. So we could use the box and just have Mom or Dad probably cut it. This is kind of hard to cut. But we could build a maze on this part, too.
I can cut
So use whatever you have, okay? It doesn't have to be what I have. Maybe you have toothpicks at home that you want to use.
Mom, I have a good idea.
Or maybe we have things in recycling that we could use.
Like this.
Yeah, anything you can find, you can cut up and use. You could cut parts of this to be some of your loops. So there's lots of different options for you. Think about what you have. The point is, have fun, be creative. They can look different.
Just like ours.
Just do however you want and have fun with it. Bye, guys.